Hello, hello. Welcome to my man cave. I am Doug. Welcome. Hello, hello. So I have been doing a lot of resawing of lumber, which I really don't even really truly know the definition of. I know it's like taking dimensional lumber and cutting it into a different size, but don't you do that every time you cut a piece of anything? I guess you're resawing it, I don't know, but technically if maybe you're taking a 2x4 and making a 1x2 or things like that, taking already dimensionalized lumber such as a 2x4 and cutting it. But I've been doing it a lot with fine woods. I have a ton of really nice woods, and I also been scoring some from pallets. I've been keeping my eyes out for pallets that are made out of good wood. And they're out there. They are definitely out there. And for a non-woodworker, it's tough to appreciate, as I'm fairly new to it, I know. It's tough to appreciate woodworkers' love of hardwoods and finer woods because they are so frigging expensive, and they're not anything to shake a stick at. They're intensely expensive, and it's hard. I don't know. My point is only that I resawing, if you're able to kind of stretch your hardwood dollar a little bit by making boards and getting more out of each piece. I have been doing it a lot, and it's fun. There's something about it I really enjoy. I have a oak 2x4, which if you had to buy a solid oak 2x4, they're expensive, real expensive, like over $100. So I've been scoring them left and right from pallets and stuff. I could spot them a mile away. And I've also got lucky and scored actually hard maple pallets. And those ones I took and resawed and made some boards out of, and they're beautiful. And once I put an oil finish on these, they're going to be intensely gorgeous. But yeah, they're hard maple. And I was able to get a bunch of boards out of a 2x4 by resawing it. Yeah, walnut. I have some walnut that I glued together and then cut it in half, and they came out nice. I have yet to sand them down and stuff. I should have did it better, being new, I could have matched up the grains properly. I just screwed up. It was like my first time, and I just basically took some boards and I glued these together and then cut them in half. And that's what I'd like to do here. I was going to maybe just videotape it and bring you along. I'll pause it because it takes forever. It's a very slow process. It's loud, it's dusty, but I'll be pausing it a lot along the way. And I'm going to keep my mic on just for a minute so you can actually hear what it sounds like. I try and get it lined up, depending on the size of it, to get 3 out of it. But we'll see how that goes. I'm not going to make you sit through 15 minutes of that, and it's very easy to stall it too. You can't really push all that hard. It's just going to start stalling the blade. It's very easy to hear and feel. You just kind of become one with it, and it's very easy to not stall it. But it happens. All of a sudden, it's just going to grab and stall on you. And just back it off a little bit. But I'll keep going. I'm going to pause it and re-get to it once I get a little more far along on there. Alright, so I'm approaching about the halfway point. So one thing that happens, sometimes the wood will spring shut on you and start pinching the blade. In this case, this did it really, really bad. This is the worst I've ever had it happen, where the wood, I was cutting it and it just closed up on the blade so tight that I couldn't even, it took, the whole blade popped off the wheels and everything, and I had to stick something in there and wedge it open. And I'm going to do the same thing for this right now before it gets any worse. You could just hear the blade started to kind of screech a little bit, and just, you could tell it was starting to struggle more than usual. So I'm just going to try and stick something in there, take some of the tension off the blade. It's back of the blade, the back of the blade. We'll see how that does. Is that in frame? Yeah, you can see that. So. Said exactly right either, but knots, changes in the grain, you can feel it. It just changes the momentum of the whole machine. It's such dense wood that you can tell when the grain changes, and when you're hitting a knot, you can feel it, hear it. Nice thing about using pallet and free wood is also, if things go awry, it's like not the end of the world. You know, if you actually bought this, it would probably cost you $40-50. You'd be mad if you messed that up, you know. But being pallet wood, it's no big deal if you trash the piece or screw it up. Normally I'd have the vacuum cleaner going too. Can't make it sit through another 10 minutes of that, so I'll pause it. Yep, it's definitely demanding. It's definitely demanding on the saw. It's giving it a workout. Thing's crying for mercy. It's because of wood too. This damn oak is hard as hell. It's like metal. But yeah, resawing. I should try and get through it, but it's taking a lot longer than I expected. I gotta get going. But I'll wait and put it all together and show you how it looks. Resawing. I love bandsaws. Got a big monster one at work I'm gonna try and mess with tonight. But have a great day. Bye bye.